Alright, testing 1, 2, testing 1, 2. Hey, Dark Mew, Lord JP, Mike. Alright, testing again. Testing. Testing, testing. Testing. Alright, testing. Hey, Mark and Chris. I don't even want to play, I just want to admire the environment that you guys can't even see. Alright everyone, welcome back to another stream. It is Thursday night, and we're going to be playing some Castlevania Simon's Destiny. I had to exit out of the game, but we're going to get back into it in just a couple of minutes. Sorry for the long testing phase, but when I do these PC games, it always takes a little while to get it just right, and I think it's fine. So, yeah, this is a Doom mod that requires a Doom source port called GZDoom. I actually have links in the description box if you're interested in trying this out for yourself. It's actually kind of like an unconventional Doom mod, though. It doesn't actually require the original Doom source files. All you need is the source port, GZDoom, one of the most modern versions of it, and you can play it. You just go download Simon's Destiny, and you drag the IPK3 file for that into the GZDoom.exe file, and then it'll load up, and then you can play it. You don't need the original Doom. Most Doom mods require the original Doom source files, or at least the original Doom WADS, so you have to preferably go buy Doom, you know, support the developers, and then you can just play whatever maps you want with the source port. But with Castlevania Simon's Destiny, you don't need to do that. Just download GZDoom, download Castlevania Simon's Destiny. Again, links in the description box, and you can play it. I'd say if you're trying to play it at like 1080p or something like that, it does require a pretty beefy machine with GZDoom. But if you're going to play it at really low resolutions, you should be fine on older hardware. But yeah, give it a try if it looks interesting to you. So yeah, this is really cool. I actually played it through it for the first time a few weeks back, and I enjoyed it. Have some issues with it, but overall it's pretty cool, and I highly recommend Castlevania and Doom fans specifically give it a try. Not even Doom fans. I mean, if you like old school first person shooters and you like Castlevania, you should probably play this, especially considering it's free. So, but yeah, so this has been requested quite a bit over the last year or so. I think this came out, I want to say it came out last year, maybe the year before. A couple of other really big YouTubers have covered this already, which is probably how a lot of you guys found out about it and informed me about it. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and go through it anyway. I'm probably gonna play through it multiple times because I don't think it's that long. It probably takes, I don't know, 40 to 60 minutes to go through. And what I'm gonna do is start on a low difficulty just to explain stuff, and then I'll pump up the difficulty after each successive loop. So we will, you know, we'll go through the game multiple times. But yeah, before I jump into things, as usual, I'd like to give a big shout out to the old Patreon backers. So thank you guys for your continued patronage. We actually got a new patron this week, so a big shout out to, I believe, Dean Eagles. I haven't updated this slide yet. I literally got home from running errands right before starting this stream, so I haven't had time to update the slides. But thank you, Dean, for your pledge. I really, really appreciate it. As usual, if anyone out there is interested in supporting my channel through Patreon and kind of, you know, helping me keep doing what I'm doing here on a regular basis, then links are in the description box below. As little as $1 a month can do that. Oh yeah, also, Duke Flukum, I think that's actually Dasan here. He actually pledged as well, so totally forgot about that. Sorry, Duke. But thank you for pledging as well. So... also, thanks to the recent live stream super chatters. Again, haven't gotten this slide updated, but we got a couple super chats on the Diablo stream from that last week. Thanks again to everyone that watched that stream. It's been my best performing stream pretty much ever here on YouTube, and I had a blast playing that game, and apparently you guys had a really good time watching it, and you guys are still watching it on the archive, which is pretty awesome. So thank you guys for that. Also, quick heads up, I got the community tab on YouTube. So if you, you know, you'll occasionally start seeing written posts from me, as well as just the usual video posts and whatnot. You guys can comment on those, you can like them, you can do whatever, you can just ignore them. But I'll try to post some stuff there that is... you know, related to the channel and whatnot. Sometimes I can post some photos of things I picked up or things to give you guys a hint of what I'm going to be doing next in the channel. So definitely watch out for those as well, the community posts. Also, the premieres functionality rolled out. So premieres is basically this feature where when a video of mine goes live, like a Let's Play, I can be there when it goes live and watch with you guys and chat with you guys directly. As the video plays out, so we can all watch it together and, you know, comment with each other and whatnot. So I think if I'm up early enough this upcoming Sunday, I might actually do that for my next Let's Play. Not sure how often I'll do that because, again, my videos are you know, they're not like 5-minute videos, so it's a little bit harder to, you know, sit around on a premiere. But I might do that on a somewhat frequent basis, so watch out for that as well. So with that, let's go ahead and scroll through the chat real quick, and then we'll go ahead and jump into the games. So, yeah, Lord JP, Dirge, Dark Mew, let's see, Robert, Mark Havener, Raymond Penland, Carlos, Aladair, April, welcome back. And looks like that's about it. Kind of a weird question, but what do you think of the T-Series overtaking PewDiePie as the most subscribed channel on YouTube? This is going to sound pretty pathetic, but I have no idea who T-Series even is. I know who PewDiePie is. I've watched a few of his videos, and I pop into his channel probably once a year just to see some of like his regular commentary stuff that's not gaming related. But yeah, I don't even know who T-Series is. I know this is going to sound pathetic, but I'm kind of like in my own little corner of YouTube, and I don't really get out of it too much. Unless it's like, you know, YouTube, like, you know, technology related stuff, computer tech is in particular. So, Chris, yep, experienced the Diablo stream live. Hey, Cyber Demon Empress, welcome back. Sadly, I missed out as I had to sleep. Yeah, sleep is important. Get your sleep. Don't watch me if you're tired. Get some sleep. Or watch me when you're tired and you'll probably get better sleep because apparently I put people to sleep. So you might get deeper sleep if you watch my stream while while you're tired. You're an Indian music film company, really? Well, that kind of makes sense because I know that I know India in particular is just like a booming market for YouTube. There are a ton of Indian content creators, and I can see that. Yeah, that makes sense. And I think that market's gonna become one of the biggest markets for YouTube eventually. If it's not already one of the biggest markets, there's a crazy amount of users from there, and a crap ton of people live over there. So. Town of Harris, hey man, welcome back. Okay, so, but yeah, Lord JP, this is not really a Doom WAD. It is technically, I guess, a Doom mod because it uses, you know, a Doom source port, but it doesn't require the Doom source files like the WADs to play. So most Doom mods and WADs, they require the original Doom WAD to play. This does not. So this is like a standalone game, really, that just happens to use the GZDoom source, so, or source port. So let's go ahead and load this up. There we go. All right, into it. Let's go ahead and crack open that monster drink. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to play one of the easier difficulties. When I first played this, I played on Full Moon, which I don't recommend doing. It really wasn't that fun. Blood Moon I do recommend trying eventually because it incorporates a lot more enemies and whatnot, which is kind of a weird design choice. It almost feels like Blood Moon is like the way you're supposed to play. But some parts can be pretty annoying. We're going to try Crescent Moon, which I haven't done yet. Yeah, and Raymond, I completely agree with you. I would much rather see an independent creator be in the top spot. But I mean, the fact is, people control this. So like, you know, if people don't want to see that, they need to stop watching these, you know, content from these big corporations. But it is what it is, you know. We are to blame. Not really us per se. I don't live in India. I don't watch a lot of... I don't really watch anything from over there. Definitely not much of a Bollywood guy, that's for sure. But yeah, so this is a first-person shooter. And let me turn it down in my headphones so I can actually hear myself talk. Yeah, glad you can catch a stream too, Town of Hearts. Always glad to have you, man. I know you pop in on Discord once every few weeks. But yeah, thanks for stopping in. So yeah, this is basically a linear first-person shooter. You go level by level. I think it's maybe 7 or 8 stages or something like that, and then you fight Dracula. You've got sub-weapons just like before, so I've got the dagger right now, which is actually a 3-way shot. The dagger is actually very, very useful. And you can whip candles to get hearts. You use hearts to use your sub-weapons, just like in any old classic Castlevania game. The hitbox, or the hit detection from your main whip, is a little weird. It takes a while to get used to. And we'll probably end up having some issues with it over the course of this playthrough. But we'll see. You can also break open certain walls. They're usually ones that look like this. And they'll oftentimes reveal wall meats, so you definitely want to watch out for those. Aladair says, this looks amazing. Yeah, again, guys, if you're interested in checking this out, I have links in the description box to get the GZDoom source port, which you need to run this, as well as the link to the ZDoom thread to download this. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to just keep the dagger. It's to me, it's the best weapon in the game because it covers a wider, like, area of the screen, which makes it a lot easier to hit enemies. Also, I try to whip every candle, and it looks like since we're playing on the second difficulty mode, we're getting a lot of hearts from the candles. On the harder difficulties, or I should say at least the third difficulty, you get far less hearts. So it's a little bit, you know, you're a little bit more starved for ammo on the third difficulty. Funny enough, the hardest difficulty, a lot of hearts start dropping again. And that's the holy water. We're not going to pick up the holy water right now. We'll probably end up getting it later on, but just not right now. I find holy water is really a pain to use. Well, here, I'll get it to just demonstrate. See, you have to throw it like this, and it's a little weird trying to throw it above on platforms, you know, higher than you. I'd much rather, you know, use the dagger and just, you know, aim up like a normal first-person shooter and do that. There's also a lot of wonky platforming in this. Like, I'm not really a big fan of how this mod starts off. There's a lot of super tight platforming that just doesn't feel very good. You know, platforming in first-person shooters in general is a pet peeve among a lot of FPS players. But super tight platforming like that, it just does not feel good no matter what game it is. And, you know, Castlevania, the original 2D Castlevanias don't really ever have jumps that feel that tight. You do have tight jumps in those games, but nothing that feels like, you know, you're gonna slip off, you know, with one wrong button press. You never get that feeling in a classic Castlevania game. So I wish that was, I wish they sort of, like, you know, redesigned some of these areas to feel a little bit better in that regard. So there we go, we got some money. You do get points in this game, so there is a scoring system, which is kind of cool. And did I get a key? I did not. There's the key. So there's a blue key right here. And let's go ahead and go back. Catch the trailer for Ion Maiden. Yeah, there's, I did. And there's been gameplay of it for a long time. It's, you know, and I believe the first episode has been out for quite a while. And the full game's going to come out, I think, second half of this year is what they're predicting at the moment, or what they're aiming for at the moment. So yeah, game looks really good. I'll definitely pick it up when it comes out. I've been avoiding the early access because it's just not finished. Same with stuff like Dusk and a Medieval. I don't think either one of those are done yet. I need to look into both of them, though. A Medieval might actually be finished now, and that game looks really awesome to me. Alright, so we got an upgraded whip, which is quite nice. Yeah, one of the reasons I didn't really want the holy water, though, is that it's not really all that useful on some of the bosses. So this first boss, I believe, is the Bat from the very first Castlevania, and so the holy water is pretty much useless against him, because the Bat flies around in the air really fast. And here should be some more wall meats. You'll notice that there are a lot of sound effects from, you know, familiar Castlevania games, like Symphony of the Night in particular. I did want to mention as well, I was actually originally planning on playing Dracula X Nocturne of the Moonlight for the Saturn tonight, which is, you know, basically Symphony of the Night, but for the Saturn. But, you know, I've been kind of like burning myself out with streams and videos this month, and so I was looking at it this morning and I was like, man, I really don't want to stream like 7 to 9 hours again tonight. I just really wasn't up to it, so I went ahead and picked this instead. I was planning on streaming this month, but not on a Thursday stream. I was going to save it for a Saturday stream, but instead we're doing it tonight. So we should be playing this for a couple of hours, you know, maybe 2, maybe 3 hours, depending on how long it takes us to get through, you know, each run. And we might not actually beat it on the the fourth difficulty, because it's really tough. I was practicing it a few weeks back and I wasn't able to do it, but I didn't dedicate a ton of time to it either. But I really like the last difficulty because it incorporates so many more enemies. And you know what's fantastic is that we can quick save. And so we're going to be quick saving. If we die, we have to do the whole level over again. So this first level is actually pretty easy. The only place that you can die instantly is right here. See, we'll fall down like this. And we died. But if we click F3, we can just reload our game. Just like that. I just wanted to demonstrate that you could fall down there. But that's the only part with an instant death pit. Bottomless pits are very common over the course of this game. And again, there's a lot of tight platforming. Like, you have to platform over here, which is a little cumbersome, to be honest with you. One thing that really makes the platforming cumbersome is you can actually get stuck on walls in mid-air, which is really inconvenient, which is, again, why I wish they did a better job with the platforming sections, making them not so tight like this. It's really not very Castlevania-like to have, you know, to have to walk along edges like this and hope that you don't get caught up on a wall. Very, very un-Castlevania-like. So, while I like this mod a lot, there are some design choices like that that feel distinctly un-Castlevania. And there's some more wall meats. The wall meat is quite prevalent in this game. Go ahead and get some money. And this is probably an axe. Let's go ahead and use the axe just so I can demonstrate it. The axe throws at a bit of an arc. You consider rocking Castlevania 64. You should do it, man. If I didn't stream it last year, I would totally be up for streaming it again this year. I actually thought about playing it again on stream just because I felt like it. I do like the 64 Castlevania games. They're a little... They can be a little tough to get through in one sitting. Because they do have a host of their own problems that have... You know, they weren't necessarily problems for me back in the day, but as time's gone on, you know, some qualities of those games have not aged very well. But I still like them a lot. I think they're fun games. And they're very atmospheric. The soundtracks are great. And they're very, I think they're well put together adventures, you know, they're not, you know, like I said, they've got some technical issues specifically, but I think when you get the hang of things, I think I get sucked into them very easily, which is a good thing. Jal says, I will download this now. 2 games I really like in one. Alright, so stage 2. And let's go ahead and quick save it. You just got Lords of Shadow. Nice. Oh. Yeah, I actually was planning on playing through Lords of Shadow this year on stream, but it did not happen. Alright, so we've got the cross. Between the cross and the axe, I would rather have the cross, because the cross goes all the way across the screen, whereas the axe does not. So I find that the cross is the second most useful weapon in the game. There's another whip upgrade. Unfortunately, we already maxed out on our whip. And notice how, like, I was kind of far away from that skeleton, yet my whip still hit him. You can also hit the bell. So, this difficulty is actually, it seems like it's very similar to the third difficulty, but they're a little more lenient on health, so I would definitely recommend playing on this difficulty as opposed to the third. So with Classic Doom, I always play on the second hardest mode, and so when I jump into mods like this, I have a tendency of still doing the same thing. Jumping into, you know, the slightly harder difficulties. But I would highly recommend easing yourself in on this mod to make it more enjoyable. It took me a little while to really get the hang of things on my first playthrough, and honestly, in my first playthrough, I didn't enjoy it all that much. But, you know, it grew on me as I played through it multiple times. But I think my enjoyment would have been, you know, I would have enjoyed it a lot faster if I played it on an easier mode to start off. You can actually flip this switch, and it opens up a secret here.
That was some turkey.
Get out of here, James. No one invited you. Alright, so there are the bone pillars. You actually see these guys quite a few times over the course of the playthrough. These are actually pretty annoying enemies in this game. Pretty annoying. As are the bats. The bats have, like, really weird collision detection. Like, they'll be right up in your face. You'll be whipping them and they won't die. So the bats can be some of the most annoying enemies in the game, but for all the wrong reasons. Hey, Deadly, what's going on, man? Gary, if you're around tonight, man, I might have gotten some more PC stuff from my Pentium machine in the mail today, so I might be streaming that stuff on Twitch later tonight, so just a heads up on that. Alright, so we got the triple dagger again. We're gonna go ahead and just keep the triple dagger. I much prefer that, because again, it covers a wider area of the screen. And these Medusa heads, they are really annoying in this as well. They have a tendency of layering them multiple times, and they just bounce across the screen like that. And one thing I recommend doing is looking out for enemies from a distance, and make sure that you're sniping enemies from as far back as you can, because a lot of these guys shoot projectiles. You know, the skeletons throw bones. So if you're playing on like the easier difficulty modes in particular, you've got a lot of hearts to work with. As you can see, I've got 89 hearts. Each dagger just uses 1 heart. So I've got a lot of ammo to work with, so just use your projectiles when you're playing this. And I think there's probably wall meat right here. Bam, got it. And that is the red door. You can see there's a red lock on it. And actually, if there are platforms, it's a good time to save, just in case something glitches out, I get stuck on a wall or something. Oh, see, look at that. He sniped me. That did half of my health with 1 hit. See, that was pretty pathetic. Oh, okay, nice, Gary. I'll check that later. Robert, my Twitch link is in the description box. Although I don't really recommend following me on Twitch. I've been in a really salty mood on Twitch lately, so... But hopefully tonight I'm not super salty, because I'll be working on my old Windows computer. But yeah, it's twitch.tv/amackert, M-A-C-K-E-R-T. It's in the description box, as always. Yeah, I've been in a real salty mood on Twitch recently. Can I make this? I made it. Okay. I pretty much have no health, so I want to snipe these guys. As you can see, the dagger's not the most powerful weapon. But I've got so many hearts, it doesn't really matter. I need a key. Of course, the dagger does a little more damage if you actually manage to hit with all 3 daggers. Alright, there should be more wall meat here, actually. Right here. Good. Alright, we're good. Alright, boss time. And this is Medusa. Sounds like I just got a Twitch follower. Sounds like one of you guys probably followed my Twitch link, so thank you for that. And that's it. You know, funny, Raymond mentioned Blood, I Need a Key. These guys are actually from Blood. A lot of Doom mods happen to use sprites from other popular first-person shooters from back then. Blood is a common one. Heretic and Hexen is another. Alright, stage 3. Alright, so you want to make sure we don't pick up the holy water. I think the holy water is here right in the beginning. And that's it right there. Yeah, we don't want the holy water because it's a lot of flying enemies, a lot of skeletons we want to snipe from a distance. And we get the flea men. Little buggers that jump around like crazy. But again, we can snipe them from a distance if we want. We got the dagger. There we go. Snipe him. Snipe him. There we go. Let's go ahead and get these hearts. Yeah, really great music in this this mod, though. I don't know who actually does the music, but it's most likely some kind of video game cover band, I'm guessing. And it's probably tunes taken from multiple cover bands. Maybe. I'm not entirely sure. Maybe not. Maybe it's just one band. But it is in the credits. I just completely forgot who it is. But it's good. It's good stuff. Okay, so we got crows here, which can be pretty annoying. There is some wall meats here. I'm just gonna snipe this guy. Yeah, I really don't recommend getting close to these guys with your whip. It's just very easy to get hit by their projectiles. Yeah, one of my issues with, like, these guys is... So in the classic Castlevania games, these guys fire, like, on clockwork. They wait, they charge up, and then it goes 1, 2, 3, like that. And so this mod doesn't adhere to those patterns, which is kind of annoying. It would have been nice if they did adhere to the original patterns. It would feel a lot more like Castlevania if they did. But yeah, we got some of that wall meat there, which is really good. So you definitely want to figure out where the wall meat is over the course of the, you know, each stage. They're at very specific parts of each stage, and will be there every time you play. And if you're trying to get through these levels, say, without quick saving, then you absolutely want to know where those are. What am I getting hit by? There's a bat. Alright, good time to quick save. Yeah, notice that we're also using mouse look. So when I first played this, I tried doing this without mouse look to make it feel more like Castlevania. But I found that it was just really hard to hit the candles that were high up. You had to jump to hit them. But it was very, very, very inconvenient. Very troublesome. So I went ahead and just enabled mouse look. And I recommend you play with mouse look in this. You might be a Castlevania purist like myself. But just play with mouse look. It makes life a whole lot easier. Otherwise, everything just feels really cumbersome. Just like the traditional jumping and whipping doesn't really work too well in this without being able to look up and down. There's going to be some more wall meat up here, actually. But I also want to kill these guys. And it's right here. Where's the bird? There he is. And that's going to be a sub-weapon. Stopwatch. It is a ton of Medusa heads, Boston Burf, and how are you doing, man? I saw you stream some more Parasite Eve today. That was fun being able to tune into your stream for a little bit the other night. I don't get to watch a lot of people streaming these days. Either I don't have the urge to watch streams, or people just aren't streaming when I'm on. So yeah, it was cool to pop in for a little bit. Hey, Gimpler. This game does rock, yeah. Oops, grab the axe, but that's not a big deal. I'd rather have the axe than nothing. Or the holy water. I'd rather have the axe than the holy water. Yeah, so candles with sub-weapons in them are discolored. It would have been nice if they were just a completely different color to begin with. Like blue or something like that. You know, blue flames or something. So, if you're just running around and just whipping like crazy without really, you know, paying attention, you're going to whip a candle that's actually a sub-weapon candle, and you're going to get a sub-weapon drop that you don't want. Yeah, I much would have preferred candles that were a completely different color. So yeah, this mod isn't perfect. There are a lot of like design choices I don't really agree with. I mean, hopefully the developer is open to making changes in the future, but you know, some of these things like the weapon sub candles, that's like, I don't know. To me, that sounds like an easy fix. Of course, I'm not the developer. Maybe it's really hard. I have no idea. See, this platforming isn't so bad compared to the platforming on like the first stage, because I have a lot of room to move. Notice that the platform is about the width of me, you know, a little bit wider, so I don't feel like, you know, I'm just gonna slip off with one wrong button press. So this feels a little more like actual Castlevania platforming, and I like that. So I wish the platforming in the earlier stages was a little more, you know, kind of basic like this. You know, it feels a little more like Castlevania. Castlevania's always had tight jumps and stuff like that, but you never felt like pressing the wrong direction once would make you kill yourself. Like you'd fall off because the platform is so tiny. You never felt like that, especially with how Castlevania handled platforming. Castlevania is one of those games where, like, your character sprite was about the size of a tile. Basically, a platform size in Castlevania was at least the size of your character sprite, but your character's collision detection was such a way that it was implemented in such a way where probably only half of your body, the back half of your body, well, no, only like a pixel or so of your body had to be touching the platform for you to be registered as being on it. So you had a lot of leeway on your platforming in those games. You know, you didn't have to be super precise with your jumps, which was nice. I don't even know if that made any sense. I don't think it did. It's a lot easier to talk about stuff like that when I'm actually playing an old Castlevania game, and I can just sort of explain it and display it in person. Do you actually use money here? You do not. Money is just score. Yeah, so no shops or anything like that. And it looks like we're actually maxed out on hearts. Hey, hey, Tony. Making use of that old Simon emote. I love it. Ooh, nice Bossum Burf. I like that. That's a bat. Hell yeah. Alright, so these are the mummies. It's actually pretty funny because these are just sprites from Heretic. And had I known this was actually the boss room, I would have quick saved it. But most of the bosses equate to about the same thing. Walk around in circles, attack and use your sub-weapons, you know, together preferably. And that is pretty much it. Your friend has a Morningstar whip. Really? That sounds really cool, Mark. So notice that the map is structured like the original Castlevania. So we basically fall down into the catacombs. Still better than Tom Cruise's Mummy. Okay, so we just got the stopwatch, but that's actually probably going to be pretty handy on this level. So let's go ahead and use it. Really low on health already. I'm trying to use the stopwatch as much as I can. But I know there's some health around here, so let's... But I want to kill that guy too. Those skeletons are awful in this game. Let's try to get up here. I think we can jump up here. Actually, I didn't want that cross, but I'll take it. That's fine. There's going to be some meat on one of those corners by one of those doors. And we're dead. So we're going to have to reload. This isn't Doom, Mike. This doesn't even require the original Doom WADS. It uses a Doom source port, but it's its own standalone game. So just look at it that way. Alright, let's try this again. But remember, we can take that one step further. There's no mouse looking in Doom either. So if we're gonna complain about one thing, we have to complain about everything. Doom also doesn't run at 1080p. Man, what else can we... Doom doesn't have MP3 audio. How much farther can I take this? That is true, there is no whip in Doom. Oh, man. Yeah, these bats are so annoying. They're like I said, the collision detection on them, it just doesn't make any sense to me. Yeah, using the whip definitely takes some getting used to in this game. Oops. This is the beginning? That is the beginning, yeah. Hey, Ridley X, how's it going? Well, again, guys, for all of you that think this looks awesome, feel free to give it a try. It's free. It costs $0. So, again, I've got links in the description box as always. And whenever I do, you know, Doom mod streams, if you're interested in Doom, I highly recommend giving these things a try. Because, again, it's free. It's free content. It's free gameplay. It's one of the beautiful things about Doom is all the great free mods and aftermarket maps and campaigns that you can download. It's all free. So you basically, you know, you get the source Doom game and everything else is free. Of course, for this, you don't even need that. It's 100% free. You don't even need to own Doom for this one, which is great. That's actually kind of a rarity for Doom mods. Not many Doom mods exist that are just standalone games that don't require the original Doom. They still require the Doom source port, but they don't require the original Doom files. So you don't need to own that. Alright, so I'm definitely missing something here. There is, and you know what? Let's go ahead and quick save it. I don't want to die and have to do all this over again. But one of these doorways actually has some wall meat. Forgot which one it is. Downloading right now. Oops, I didn't actually want that axe, but I'll take it. Because then I can snipe that guy from a distance. There's the blue door. Right here. Awesome. Alright, there's our red key. I don't remember if there's... I think there's fall damage in this. Actually, I don't remember if there's fall damage, but I'm gonna play it safe anyway. I'm not gonna fall straight down. Nice, there's the dagger. I'll take that. Alright, so we got the red key. Actually, we're gonna have to go back this way. You do have the auto map. Hey, no reason. Hey man, I saw some of your updated maps on Doom World. I was stalking that thread that you posted in. The last couple of maps you posted look pretty sweet. There's some more wall meat. Let's go ahead and quick save. Alright, so for this part, we're just gonna sort of run... Whoa! I was gonna say just run through everything, but now I'm getting stuck on stuff. Oh, that's frustrating. Okay, right on. Well, whenever you're ready for playtesting, let me know. I'll be happy to test it out for you. It'll give me something to play that's not Sunlust or Sunder. I can try to break things for you. Yeah, exactly. You want to get feedback from outside sources, absolutely. Yeah, Doom World's the perfect place to do that too. People will download that in a second and give you feedback. Yeah, some enemies in this game are really irritating. Like, look at this. Like, am I even hitting them? I am. I guess we'll stick with the cross. The cross is definitely more powerful, but again, I like having the like the spread shot with the arrow. Not the arrow. the dagger. And we got sniped by a skeleton I couldn't even see. Yeah, so we're all the way back here. And I'm just gonna skip you guys. See ya. Okay, sounds good, man. Yeah, I'll be happy to try it out and test it out for you. I wonder if I can sit... Yeah, this is... Okay, awesome, man. Yeah, sounds good. A ROM hack of Simon's Quest? Yeah, no. No, it is a brand new... Well, not really brand new. It's like a year or two old now, but it's its own thing. It's really cool. There are NES Castlevania ROM hacks I want to cover eventually, but I haven't been able to sink a lot of time into them. I kind of want a better sub-weapon, but I don't really have access to one. I mean, not really better, but like better for this situation. That'll actually do. The axe is a little more powerful. So just for this specific part. Yeah, so you can hear it hitting multiple times. The axe is a lot more powerful. We'll go ahead and use the cross, though. Because, again, the cross goes all the way across the screen. Okay, usually if you see blocks like this, a lot of times there's one nearby that can be broken for some wall meat. Alright, we have to come over this way. Ooh! I didn't even see you. I don't think there's really anything here that's hidden, but we could try to find some stuff. Okay. Those birds don't do that in the original game. See, stuff like that takes me out of the experience. The birds that drop the fleamen don't come after you in the original game. Like, stuff like that just grinds my gears, man. That's one thing that kind of like, you know, kind of like lowers the overall quality of this mod a couple notches, is how faithful it tries to be to Castlevania in certain instances, but how unfaithful it is to Castlevania in others. So there are definitely some things I would have personally changed around to make it feel more like Castlevania. Of course, I'm sure it's it's difficult to program something like that. You know, have the birds just fly in and fly off the screen. But still, yeah, it takes me out of the experience either way. Alright, let's not die this time. This is actually really easy, but once I die once, I have a tendency of getting really lazy. So speaking of which, what we'll do is we'll go ahead and quick save it, so we don't have to do all that over again. So one thing you'll notice I'm also not using is crosshairs. And the game just feels a little more natural to me without a crosshair. Adding a crosshair on something like this kind of takes me out of the, kind of like out of, you know, it like, kind of like hurts the atmosphere. With a big ol' arrow sitting in the middle of the screen. Or big old cross. But I find it's actually really easy to aim. If you're used to playing classic Quake without, you know, a crosshair, then you should be fine. But you can always enable it if you want to. Hey, there's some wall meat. That would have helped last time. I just completely missed it last time. Oh, okay, so you could probably program it to where it goes off screen and then gets killed somehow. Maybe one thing they could have done is put like teleporters outside of the area, so when they fly over, they hit the teleporter, and then it puts them into some like sector, like way outside the map, outside of like the nearby map or the immediate map, and like they get crushed or something and you don't hear it. I don't know. Seems like probably a lot of effort, but I think the effort would be worth it to really make it more faithful to the, you know, the original Castlevania. How the what was that, John? I don't know. I like how the 64 Castlevanias look. Yeah, whenever someone you know, kind of knocks those games, I'm like, man, but I like those games. I like them. God, man, I'd much rather play them than Lament of Innocence. I never thought I'd, you know, find myself saying that, either. Okay. So this is Frankenstein's monster. And it's a little weird because the monster himself shoots. He doesn't shoot in the original game, he just walks around. And you've got to watch out for little Igor. And he's actually kind of like modeled after the Uber mutant in Wolfenstein 3D, which is kind of a nice touch. Oh, okay, so you can just, by scripting, you can just have the monster die. Gotcha, okay. Dagger? Sure. Yeah, you really want to keep them both on the same side of the screen, it seems. Yeah, it's actually kind of funny I'm dying so much here, because we're only on the second difficulty. And I'm pretty sure I killed this guy on my first try, on the third difficulty. But it's really aggravating. This is another thing that, you know, takes me out of the whole Castlevania vibe, is like, these patterns are incorrect. Like, only the Hunchback should shoot. Not Frankenstein. Frankenstein's monster, sorry. Frankenstein's the doctor, not the actual monster. But it's just really irritating. And one other thing that really sucks in this is when you attack, you slow down. Like, so every time I swing my whip, I slow down. But I don't slow down when I use my projectiles. So it really kills the flow of, like, the circle strafing. So let's just not even whip. Because one of the reasons I'm getting hit is that I'm slowing down every time I whip. There we go. Yeah, see, that was my problem, is every time I whipped, I would slow down and I'd get hit. Alright. Let's go ahead and grab these and save it. Yeah, one of my favorite tunes in Castlevania. Now, in my first playthrough of this, I wasn't able to find any wall meat in pretty much this whole stage. So, I don't know, maybe we'll find something, maybe we won't. Come on. Whoa! I don't remember you. Yeah, still no wall meat. And there's the, one of the statues from Blood. Still no wall meat. I don't know where it is. There's gotta be one somewhere in this level. Gonna go ahead and quick save it. Yeah, really, I agree. It looks, you know, it's a great tune. Really works with the graphical style. I like it. I really like the lighting effects in this. You know, that's one of the really cool things about GZDoom, is it has these capabilities. This advanced lighting, which is pretty sweet. So when mods use it, it's always neat to see. Yeah, I'm just trying to analyze the walls here because, again, the first time I played through this, I didn't find any wall meat, and I would definitely like to find some. Otherwise, we'll be fighting death with pretty much nothing. The red key. Still no... Oh! Hey! Wall meats! Hell yeah! Okay. So I must have just missed that the first time I played through this. That's what I was hoping. I don't know the guy's name off the top of my head, Mark, but it's on the forum thread that I linked to in the description box. The author made a thread where you can download this. And his information's in there. There's the axe. I'm not going to use it. Yeah, I don't think there's any wall meat here either. Alright, let's jump up here. Castlevania. I like it. Or how about Doomavania? Looking for more wall meat. I don't see any. Hey, there's some. Nice. Good time to quick save. Yeah, so this is kind of dumb to me. I really don't like this at all. I think this is like a really poor compromise to... I think it's just, like, look at all those Medusa heads. It's ridiculous. Like, in some parts of this mod, I'm sorry to sound like I'm tearing this apart. Now, I do like this mod, but there are some parts that I think are just really stupid. This is one of them. It's not fun. It's just kind of ridiculous. So, I really feel like that should have been, like, better thought out. Alright, so this is Death, and as you can see, they used the Death Sprite from Rondo of Blood. Also, subsequently, 70 the Night. Alright, we need to just stick with projectiles, because again, when I whip, I slow down.
We will meet again.
No, there's not, Mark. Not many Castlevania games have a flame whip. Castlevania 2, Castlevania Bloodlines, you can get a blue flame whip. I can't really think of any other Castlevania games that have a flame whip. Maybe some of the Metroidvanias have one. Actually, I know that Circle of the Moon has one with a certain card combo. Portrait of Ruin might have one, but yeah, that's about it. Whoa! Seriously? That doesn't happen in the first Castlevania. Alright, so basically I'm just gonna rush through this. You know, even though I only played this just a few weeks ago, I really don't remember that whole series of platforms falling down. I must have just ran right straight through it last time I played this. I know the first time I played it, I was a little fed up by the time I got here. I was just like, ugh. But again, we played on the third difficulty out of 4. So it was more difficult. So let's just run past here. Yes, it does shoot fireballs, but it's not a fire whip. But yes, it does shoot fireballs. Yeah, so this is the clock tower. There's some tricky platforming here. I recommend saving a lot, which is exactly what we're going to do once we get rid of these skeletons. Go ahead and try to kill this guy from here. I don't think I'm actually hitting him. Hey JB, welcome to the stream. Trying to get as many hearts as I can. That's a locked door. Oh, Town of Hearts' account? Awesome. Well, thank you for that. I appreciate it. There we go. Yeah, so this is the final stage. There's gonna be more platforming. And then once we beat it, I'm trying to debate what I'm gonna do. I think I might attempt the hardest difficulty next. Because the cool thing about the hardest difficulty is they introduce a lot of new enemies. It's really difficult, but it's more interesting to play and probably watch. And honestly, I don't know why they stripped the game with so many enemies on the easier difficulties. I guess maybe to try to, like, entice you to play the harder modes, but honestly, I find, like, some of the easier modes not as fun to play. Well, that's just me. I'm trying to remember where the red door was. That's right, it's up here. Wall meats, very nice. Alright, let's go ahead and quick save. Yes, there is much quick sleeving here, Carlos. The quick sleeves are real. Yeah, the Castlevania bundle, does that release tomorrow, guys? Do you guys know? I think it releases tomorrow. I thought it was October 26th. I decided today I am not going to buy it. Not right now, anyway. I'll probably buy it eventually. But I was like, yeah, Rondo! And then I was like, wait, I have like 4 other places to play Rondo. It's like, do I need to spend $20 to play it on my PS4 when I already have it in 4 different places? So yeah, I'm going to be passing on it, but anyone that doesn't have Rondo, that's going to be a fantastic value. So yeah, basically Castlevania Requiem PlayStation 4 is coming out tomorrow. And it is a port of Dracula X Rondo of Blood, which is one of the best Castlevania games ever made. And then one of the other best Castlevania games ever made, Symphony of the Night, its direct sequel, is going to be a part of the package. Oop, no, I almost fell down. Here for keeps, says John. Wall lamb is the best kind of lamb, though, Lord JP. Although, how the lamb gets in the wall is kind of beyond me. Hey, thanks, John. Yeah, it was either going to be this or Symphony of the Night for the Saturn. But I really didn't feel like streaming a long time on YouTube tonight. I'm kind of tired, and if I do keep streaming, which I probably will, I'll probably go to Twitch after this. But it's just going to be like to chill. You know, doing my YouTube streams take a little more energy. Have to be a little more focused and awake. But yeah, I've been kind of burning myself out this month with the Let's Plays and live streams, so this last week and a half in particular, I have been sort of going against my own plans. But, you know, whatever. We've got a lot of streams this month that we've done. We've got a lot of Let's Plays that we've done. So, not a big deal. And just because October's over doesn't mean I still can't stream those games that I was planning on streaming. I might still stream them. Like, instead of waiting until next October, I might do Nocturne in the Moonlight on Saturn, you know, like in November. I mean, any time of the year is a good time for Castlevania, to be honest. But it fits the best when I do it in October. But really, it doesn't matter. And I still got hit by it. The PSP version of Symphony of the Night, it is a port of the PS1 version, but some tweaks have been made. Some of the bugs have been fixed. Some of the glitches have been fixed. Also, all the voice acting is different. So, and that's actually the version that's going to be used on Castlevania Requiem. It's going to be the PSP version. Which is left some fans disappointed, understandably. I just now realized those can ricochet off walls. Not my crosses, but their axes. So we got some. We actually have some rondo music here. Funny enough. All right, so this is the final boss. I'm gonna go ahead and just stick with the cross.
So ends the great battle.
Hey, that was perfectly good wine, Drac. Alright, so we're just gonna use the cross this entire time, for the most part. Oh, Red Dead Redemption 2 is coming out today. Or tomorrow. For some reason I thought it was already out. I saw some reviews of it already. I don't plan on buying it, but I know it's going to be a big title for a lot of people. What is a man? A miserable pile of water. Wait, what? I've never played Red Dead Redemption. There we go, we got Theme of Simon. One of the best themes ever. Yeah, so this is the last form in Dracula X on Super Nintendo.
Impossible.
Dude, Liberal Arts guy, you've seen my channel, right? Like, you know the kinds of games I play. Why does that surprise you? Why does that surprise you in the least? I spend like 40 hours a week playing retro games for you guys. And somehow that me not playing Red Dead Redemption surprises you. Dude, you know, if you think that's bad, you would cry if you knew how many modern games I've missed out on in the last like decade. It's not that I don't like modern games, I just don't have time. Too busy playing old school stuff. Hey, no problem, April. New games and talk. We're gonna play this again. The stream's not over, guys. So for any of you guys out there just joining us now, we're gonna play through it again. That took us about an hour and a half. We'll probably... I don't know, we'll try the hardest mode just so you can see the extra enemies. And then we'll see kind of how far I make it into that. And then we might start another new game on the 3rd difficulty. Or not, we'll see. No, 8 years old is not retro. 8 years old is, like, barely before, like, this generation. I mean, retro is a little bit of a subjective thing, but as, I think as, I don't know. Yeah, so it does tell you your total score. Thank you, game. I don't know if it's going to do anything else. Hey, smithereens! Alright, that's that. So let's go ahead and do Blood Moon. Blood Moon... New game plus, a true challenge for the strongest vampire hunter. Are you sure you won't? Are you sure you want to continue? Well, I'm not really sure, but sure, we'll continue. Yeah, I don't know, Carlos. Hey, thanks, D. I appreciate it. Alright, so this is the hardest difficulty mode. So you have new enemies. We already have some unes. The plant-based enemies. So we're gonna have a lot of new enemies. And by the way, we're probably not gonna beat this mode. I tried playing through this on Twitch and I got wrecked. So we'll probably get wrecked here, and then we'll just quit, and then I'll see if maybe I want to do another full run on one of the easier modes again. So, look, we got the peeping eyes. So, like, tons of new enemies. I don't know why they saved them for the hardest mode. It's, but, you know, whatever. It is what it is. You also have more enemies. Look, you got the Nova Skeletons now from Symphony of the Night. Yeah, Death is ridiculously difficult on the second playthrough, man. Whip only. I was really disappointed I wasn't able to get past him. And I'm sure I could have if I continued a bunch of times, but I wasn't going to do that in a Let's Play. I just wanted to get a first good run, and then, you know, I was just going to wing it on Loop 2. So, a little disappointed I wasn't able to get it, but it's not a big deal. I mainly just wanted to get Loop 1 down. And I did, so that's cool. I was working on Castlevania 3 Whip only, Trevor only, this week, but it's pretty frustrating. I got the Dracula, and someone in the comments section of my Castlevania videos helped me out, let me figure out the doppelganger pattern without using any sub-weapons, so that was really cool. But I'm still having a hard time with Dracula's level on Castlevania 3. Whoa there, man. There we go. We've got the plasms, whatever they were called. I forgot what their names were. Ectoplasms? No. And these big guys from Symphony of the Night. Yeah, so the enemy variety is a lot better now, which is awesome. You see a lot of familiar enemies. Carlos, no, there is not. Yeah, so here's that really tight platforming again. Alright, 49, 50 hearts. Fortunately, the Nova skeletons died pretty quickly. But those guys are pretty dangerous. They're always dangerous in Castlevania games. They do some serious damage. Yeah, you know what's sad is never mind. I'm not gonna go there. I was gonna say I'd rather play Precarious from Sunder, but Sunder's like one of my favorite WADs, so I always want to play Sunder. But yeah, for those of you guys that missed it, I did a full stream of Sunder, the Doom 2 WAD, right before October. The archive went live in October, so I counted it as an October stream. Yeah, so that archive's up if you guys haven't seen that. It's a really awesome Doom WAD, but it's very, very difficult. Here we go. These guys are from Symphony of the Night as well. Some good old wall meat. Some more hearts. Oh yeah, the skeleton heads in the second loop of Castlevania 3 are ridiculous. Very, very difficult to deal with. Their patterns are very unpredictable. That's what makes things difficult to deal with, is it's the randomized nature. A lot of things in Castlevania aren't nearly as hard as people make them out to be because they are predictable. Even the Medusa heads are predictable because they go up, then down, then up, then down. They do the same pattern over and over. But the skull heads in Castlevania 3's second loop, they are completely unpredictable. You don't know when they're going to stay bouncing up or they're going to stay bouncing down. Yeah, so again, we don't want the holy water for this boss. These guys keep popping up, like, right underneath my feet. Oh, nice, man. I heard the 5200 version of Robotron is actually pretty decent. I'd love to play that version. I've, of the console versions from back then, I've only played the 7800 one. I love Robotron 2084. It's a great game. It's one of my favorites from back then. If not my favorite. Alright, so there should be some more wall meat here. Yeah, the dagger does good damage when you're up close. So, you know, if you're feeling like you're not really in danger, then go ahead and get up close to enemies when you use your dagger. Yeah, I've seen some people make their own customized controller holders for that. For the twin stick setup on Robotron. There we go. Yeah, Gary, no, I think I don't know if they're going to plan to update it further, but it seems like it's a constant work in progress, so I wouldn't be surprised if there's another update. There might have actually been another update since I've downloaded this. Actually, no, I don't think there has been. I think the latest update was before I downloaded this. So I've got the latest version as of doing this video. But the latest update wasn't that long ago, from what I understand. Like, it might have even been just a couple months ago. Ooh, I actually didn't want the cross. That's okay. Dude, I keep falling off. I keep forgetting there's a jump there. See, Nova Skeleton. That was a gold skeleton before, but now it's a Nova Skeleton. Hey, what version are we on? We're on... Doesn't say. Yeah, it doesn't say. Here we got these guys from Symphony of the Night dropping the fireballs. There we go. Let's go ahead and quick save it. A resident Vania? Ow. Ow. Resident Vania. More guys from Symphony. making their debut appearance on the hardest difficulty. Let's go whack James Rolfe in the face. Psh! Smack James. Right, I'm not talking GZDoom, John. I'm talking the Castlevania mod. Yeah, I don't ever update GZDoom. The only reason I have this latest version is because of this mod. It required the latest version at the time of the release. Yeah, but what I'm talking about is I have the latest version of this mod, not GZDoom. Yeah, honestly, I don't like updating GZDoom unless I have to, because it gets more and more bloated. And this isn't the primary version of GZDoom I use, because performance on DoomWADS I like to play is worse with this version of GZDoom than it was with the old version I have. That was James Rolfe, man. Cinemassacre, Angry Video Game Nerd. It seems like it was a homage to some of his older videos. Oh, it's not good. Yeah, Gary, that's basically what I've done is, you know, I have this updated version of GZDoom, or mostly updated, and I just keep it in a separate folder. You know, the nice thing about GZDoom is you don't have to install it, you just unzip it and you just run it. And I just have different copies of the IWADS in different folders. Instead of like pointing GZDoom to the original files, I just, you know, it finds them automatically. I don't think the book is actually all that useful, so I'm not gonna get it. Hey, we're all the way back here. There we go. Let's go ahead and just get this meat. I was trying to save it before, but I'm gonna go ahead and just grab it now. I'm gonna go ahead and whack all these candles too. Try to make it so I don't run out of ammo, because the problem with the cross is I have a tendency of missing a lot. It's difficult to hit the enemies because the enemies bounce all over the place in this game. That is kind of annoying. You know, there's not... The enemy movement in this is hardly elegant, that's for sure. Another one of my big complaints about this mod is like enemies either just sit stupidly still like that guy, or they just bounce all over the place, like from left to right, and it's really frustrating. So hopefully that's something else they can, you know, tweak in future updates. Hey, Leo. Yeah, these guys are really annoying. Like, look at how fast they're bouncing back and forth. You know, like, one thing I could probably do, and I might actually... Well... I don't think I'm going to be able to do this, actually, but I was going to say, on the next level... Not the next level, the level after... I could try to get the stopwatch and just keep that for the whole playthrough. The problem is, that'll make the boss fights a little difficult, because I'm not sure if the stopwatch will actually work on bosses in this game. The stopwatch works on a handful of bosses in the original Castlevania, but not most of them. Yeah, no, that is true, Ridley. Yeah, what's great about GZDoom, though, and GZDoom is that, you know, all the older versions are available. It's not like, you know, they remove the old versions from their website. So you can still get the old versions, which is good. Yeah, so this is Medusa. Holy water would probably be useful, but I want to have this cross for the next stage. That's it. Yeah, look at how fast these guys bounce around. There's a lot of them on this level, too. So again, we don't want to get the holy water by accident, which is that candle. And look at that! Big skull faces! So again, some more returning enemies from other Castlevania games. Yeah, these guys are so annoying, man. This is where the dagger is actually really handy. Yeah, I think this is a really poor design choice, though. Like, this is really it's more irritating than it is hard. It's just annoying. So I think this was a really poor idea to have enemies do this. Now, it would be different if your weapons, like, were spread shots, but they're not. So you've got this, like, really, really tiny weapon, thickness-wise, and it makes it really difficult to actually hit these guys. There's no homing abilities in this game. No nothing like that. That's where I think this mod can feel really clunky and kind of cumbersome. That's the axe. Don't want the axe. Ugh. Alright, so there is wall meat coming up here. We gotta watch out for the skeletons. Like that, and we're probably gonna die. Yep, and we died. We got killed by a bird I couldn't see. Yeah, one of the other thing is, I don't like how it slows you down when you whip. Like, it's one thing in the 2D games, but in this, it doesn't feel good from a first-person perspective. It's really awkward, actually. I'm gonna try to kill some of these guys with just the whip, though, because it'll let me save ammo on my cross. Yeah, as you can see, your whip actually has a longer reach in some cases than you think it does. But in other cases, like, you won't actually hit anything until they're right in your face. Stop bouncing around, for Christ's sake. My God. It's so annoying. Ah, it's so irritating. Ah. Must retain a positive attitude, Austin. Don't go negative on everyone. Alright, let's quick save it. Yeah, a three-way cross would be great. I agree. Definitely. Let's kill that bird. So apparently the bird was just perched on top of that statue, and I didn't see it the first time. Look, the Nova Skeletons can shoot you from all the way across the screen. More birds. Alright, let's go ahead and save it again. Now I kind of wish I held onto my dagger. Oh, jeez. Am I gonna die here? Yep. An FPS with lousy shooting. Yeah. Yeah, it is. I wouldn't call this a lousy FPS. It's just a... Okay, so for anyone that doesn't know, this is not a paid application. This is free. This is... Somebody made this in their spare time, basically. So, like... things like, you know... a little bit of the sloppy nature I can let slide, if you know what I mean. It's a passion project, basically. And you get used to it. And part of it's my own problem. Like, I ditched the dagger, which would have definitely helped because it's got a spread shot. Whoa there, birds. Alright, let's get this wall meat. There we go. Stopwatch. Let's get it. Although I only have 12 hearts. I have never played Hong Kong 97, liberal arts guy. And based on its reputation, I don't think I ever will. And we're probably gonna die again. But yeah, just remember, this is the hardest difficulty mode. So, there is a lot going on. That's right, Raymond. The crows must die. Death to all crows. Especially Castlevania crows. Hey, CM Retro, what's going on? It is interesting. It's pretty cool. There we go, there's some wall meat. Hey, hey, Wayne. I'm gonna stick with the axe because it is more powerful. Like, it doesn't go as far across the screen as the cross, but when it lands, it also bounces and it can still hurt enemies, and it does a lot more damage. There's our red key. Alright, so this should pretty much take us to the boss. I'm gonna go with Resident Evil crows. Although both kinds of crows need to die equally. Crows are the devil. Oh crap, that's not good. I kind of want to break my hand, Wayne, when I pound my desk, because then it'll teach me to never pound my desk again. See, I don't know if I should grab the dagger or keep the axe. I think I'm going to risk it with the axe. Crows' lives matter. Maybe in an alternate dimension. Alright, so I've never actually made it this far on the hardest difficulty. Oh, I could play games with a broken hand, Wayne. It'll just be really difficult. Or I'll make like a footboard. I'll press the buttons with my foot, and then I'll use my left hand for the D-pad. Alright, see ya, Gimpler. You know, Microsoft has that new, like, mobility impaired controller. I'll have to buy one of those. Oh, that's new. Oh, great. They split... Okay. Yeah, they split apart just like in Symphony. Jeez, Nova Skeletons galore. Yeah, so I've never seen this level on the hardest difficulty like this. I did kill Dracula one-handed in Rondo. Oh, nice, Leo. Aerobiz has never seemed like one of those games I'd ever really want to play, but it's cool to hear that you're enjoying it. I remember seeing it in Nintendo Power and being like, what is that? Like, Aerobiz. And they released a couple of them over here, didn't they? Like Aerobiz and Aerobiz Supersonic. Oh, nice, Raymond. Yeah, I mean, people that are, I don't even know what the term is, but people that are like that, yeah, I mean, they learn to cope, and they find other means of writing and whatnot, things like that. I actually knew a dude like that in high school, and, you know, he was just like a normal dude, he just had no arms. I mean, I shouldn't laugh, but, I mean, he was really cool. You know, he's mentally perfectly normal, he just, you know, had no arms. So, yeah. Yeah, I think my mistake there was by grabbing the axe. I'm really gonna have to take advantage of the stopwatch here. There's... Oops. Crap. Let's reload that, actually. Like, I'm gonna have to play just right here if I want to get through this. So every use of the stopwatch uses up 5 hearts. So I can use it 4 times right now. The game is listed in the top left-hand portion of your screen. But if you need me to say it aloud, it is Castlevania Simon's Destiny. And it is a Doom mod. Oh crap, I picked up the axe again? Seriously? See, like, I wasn't paying attention. That's why you have to pay attention to, like, the discoloration of the candles. Because the discolored candles are the ones that have weapons. And I wasn't paying attention. It's like, now I have to play it extra safe. Yeah, again, if anyone's interested in checking this out, anyone that's just now stopping in, it is free, 100% free. Links are in the description box to check it out. You'll need to download GZDoom and then download the Castlevania Simon's Destiny mod, and then that's it. You don't even need to own the original Doom for this mod. It's a standalone game. That's not good. I did not want that. That's not good. That's awful. We're gonna die again. Yep, we're dead. I should have moved. Ugh. Yeah, I need to keep that stopwatch, but my dumbass was just whipping candles like crazy and an axe landed on my head. Yeah, so that's the axe. That's the middle candle is the axe. Need to not touch that. Okay, how about not getting hit? Alright, well, we're out of hearts. Yeah, this is extraordinarily bad. You know what? Screw it. We're gonna just overwrite that file. We're gonna make do with this file. Secret money bag. A huge bag of gold, apparently. Alright, yes, that's the red door. And, okay, this is where we need to go. Accidentally lost the stopwatch. I did. A little while ago. Axe puns are the best kinds of puns. Yeah, man, this level is rough. Especially on the toughest difficulty. This music's pretty epic. Alright, so blue door. Should be over here somewhere. Yeah, right here. Probably gonna regret saving here, but whatever. Oh, never mind. I'm good. Yeah, just... Whoa! Seriously? See, that kind of crap is annoying. I whipped him 3 times. The first 2 hits didn't connect. That's pretty irritating. Yeah, one of my biggest complaints in gaming is when I clearly make contact with an enemy and it doesn't register. Because that's not a problem of like I can fix. Like my skill, you know, my skill came through. Like I wasn't at fault at all. It's one thing if I fail to make contact with an enemy because of poor aim. It's another thing to not make contact with an enemy because of poor collision detection. And it really seems like the collision detection is fine on some enemies, but terrible on others. Like, these guys, really easy to hit them. Like, I'd rather it be like that, where it doesn't even look like I made contact, yet I still do, than having it look like I've clearly made contact, but not. Alright, so now we get to go all the way back. Whip it! Whip it good! Whip it good, whip it good. Okay, we don't want that. Alright, good time to save, too. I remember dying here in the last playthrough. At least with those big guys, when you hit them, you can tell you're actually making contact because, like, blood spurts come out. So that's good. Alright, this part sucks! So we're just going to skip through everything. And again, see you guys. And we will probably switch over to the axe here, because I'm going to need a decent weapon on the boss fight. Yeah, like these guys right there, the ghosts. Either the hitboxes are super tiny, or there's just something glitchy going on. I don't know. There we go. There's our axe. Blood spurt. Jean-Claude Van Damme in Blood Spurt. Coming soon to a theater near you in 2030. I actually prefer the axe. Whatever. Ah! You know, I'm gonna be really cheap, actually. I'm just gonna keep the stopwatch. Dude, it makes life so much easier. It's like... Dignity? What is that? Dignity sounds like a disease to me. Oops, I don't even mean to... I pressed the right mouse button by accident. I actually lifted my mouse, it hit my CD rack right next to me. And it activated my stopwatch. You can link it, Wayne. You're a mod. You can post links. Yeah, the robot chicken. Oh man, Castlevania is amazing. Same with the Contra one. The Contra one is hilarious. I've got 30 lives! And he goes on a rampage doing crazy stuff with 30 lives. I need to get the Robot Chicken box sets. Those things are hilarious. Alright, so there should be some wall meat over here. There we go. Yeah, honestly, the stopwatch kind of breaks the game. With how many hearts I get. It seems like every time I use it, I get replenished. So there's not a whole lot of penalty to using it, which is good. Because that means I can actually get through this. Wall meat. Alright, so I think this is the boss, and unfortunately we might have to get rid of the stopwatch. I don't think the stopwatch is going to work against him, but we're going to try. You gotta be kidding me, man. Okay. Now I feel like I'm cheating. Okay. Okay, we're keeping a stopwatch for the rest of the playthrough. Assuming it works against other bosses. Oh, man. Yeah, that Robot Chicken episode is hilarious. The stuff they do based around old NES games is amazing. They've done some stuff around Super Mario Brothers. They've done some stuff around Contra, Castlevania. Alright, I have to be selective on when I use my stopwatch in the beginning, because I don't have that many hearts. Oh yeah, Senior Mutant Ninja Turtles. It's so good, man. I want to binge watch Robot Chicken now. Alright, there should be some wall meat coming up. Up in this room where we get a key. Yeah, we're just abusing the stopwatch. I'm going the wrong way. Yeah, we're back at the beginning. Got some good hearts. Hey, hey, Solid Nate. How are you doing, man? It's like 7, I think. I think it's got 7 stages. It's like I should know the exact amount since we just went through the whole thing. But, yeah, I think it's 7. I think it's the same amount as the original Castlevania. Or is it 6? It might be 6, actually. The original Castlevania have 6? I think it's 6. I don't remember. I should remember, but I don't. I don't really care. Only $23.74? That is a little bit better, Leo. I've heard some people say it's still like $30 or $40 though. I guess it depends on where you are. Which, it's still asinine to me though. Like, just ship them in flat rate priority mail boxes. Like, it's $12. Tack on an extra, like, you know, $3 for insurance. Just charge everyone a flat $15 for shipping. In the United States, I mean. I might be interested in eventually getting a Mega SG or Sega SG, Analog SG, whatever the actual name is for it again. Because the Game Gear support is really interesting to me. I'd love to stream Game Gear games. I mean, I'd rather do it on an actual Game Gear system. But, that's not cheap to mod, and I don't even know if you can RGB mod them. I see people doing, like, composite mods, but they look ugly. Obviously, as composite, you know, normally does. But I love the Game Gear, man. Wish I could stream it. Okay, I'm gonna be really curious if I can freeze death in place. Yeah, the ColecoVision Phoenix. I'll definitely be keeping my eye out on that. Because I want an original ColecoVision, but I also don't want to have to mod it, and I will have to mod it if I want to capture it at any sort of decent quality. Alright, I'm gonna really laugh if we can freeze death in place. Nope, it doesn't work? Interesting. Alright, we're gonna have to switch weapons. It does not do 2-player Game Gear, no. Getting that to work would be difficult because 2-player Game Gear relied on the system link. So emulating that in system is probably a lot easier said than done. The Coleco one? I wouldn't be surprised, Leo. I mean, remember, the original ColecoVision could with the expansion module. So I don't see why an FPGA version couldn't. Alright, we're gonna have to go back and get a different sub-weapon. I really wanted to keep that stopwatch all the way through the last stage. It would have been really nice. Ah, hey, Crestline. Yeah, it did seem like he was slowed down a little bit. The problem is that when you attack with your whip, you slow down. And so I was still getting hit. There we go.
We will meet again.
Probably. That was the second time we met on the same night. Man. Hey, just got an email notification. My Amazon package of Tempest 4000 on PS4 is in the mail. I already have it on Xbox One, but it was on sale for PS4, and I was like, I'd like to have it on PS4. Let's go ahead and use the axe, because it's... Oh, look at that! Oh, look at that! Stopwatch time! Gonna cheese our way through the rest of this level. Yeah, Nate. It's really cool, man. I know you like Doom, so you might want to check it out. It's a Doom mod that actually doesn't require the original Doom source files. You just need a source port like GZDoom. And all the information to get this, if you want to try it out, is in the description box. It's a free download. And it's definitely worth trying out. If you like yourself some Castlevania. I know you like Castlevania a little bit. Hexen 3, the unofficial game? No, I've never even heard of it. Oops! Yeah, it is kind of overpowered. I'm okay with that. I mean, with how annoying some of these enemies are to hit, I'm totally okay with it. God, man. I'm moving too fast on these platforms. Hey, Andrew Haxley, welcome back. And Rob. Man, I'm stuck. Wow, I'm actually stuck. I couldn't move at all. Oh, Hexen... Unofficial Hexen 3 is a Doom 3 mod, huh? I need to look into that, because there aren't that many Doom 3 mods. I'm going to be turning my old Windows 7 rig into a Windows XP system very soon. So I'll be able to run those older Windows XP games without having compatibility issues that you have on more modern OSs. Doom 3 is one of those games that acts up on Windows 7 for me. The stock vanilla Doom 3, not the BFG edition. Also, I have parts coming in the mail to build a Windows 98 based system. So we can hopefully start trying to stream some late 90s, early 2000s era PC games. Straight from original hardware. None of this compatibility issue nonsense. Let's just skip that guy. Steps of LGR? I am not. Carlos, no. I had a Windows 95 build a few years ago. I got one a few years ago. And playing it recently got me wanting to pursue older computer builds. Other older computer builds. For personal use, but mostly for streaming. So what you guys saw with Diablo last week is kind of like the start of that. You know, streaming games like that from the original actual hardware. And so I'm basically building like era-appropriate systems that'll run games very well. They'll be like top-of-the-line systems from their respective era. And they'll make really great stream boxes for those eras of PC gaming. So basically, I have the Windows 3.1 to Windows 95 era, you know, high-end Pentium 1, and MS-DOS, but unfortunately the MS-DOS stuff I can't capture, so... But then I'll have a Windows 98 build for late 90s stuff into early 2000 stuff, say 2002, 2003 tops. And then I'll have an XP build for, you know, early 2000s up to the mid 2000s, 2006, 2007. And then I've got my current system, my Ryzen, that I'm streaming on for right now, that I can do other PC games, like more modern PC games from. Yeah, a lot of that XP stuff is becoming increasingly incompatible with modern systems. Like, they might still run, but they'll have graphical glitches and performance problems. So, it's a great time to start thinking about having separate computer builds for that stuff. And that's basically what I'm doing. And I'm dead. A new Windows 98 system? No, I haven't heard of that guy, but yeah, no, it's entirely possible, John. You can even run Windows 98 on modern hardware. People have done it. It's just about finding the drivers and, you know. But sometimes it doesn't work right. Like Phil's Computer Lab, which Deadly Gaming introduced me to. I've been binge watching his videos for the last 2 weeks. And, he did a more modern system and put Windows 98 on it, and he was finding that, like, 98 was glitching out. So, like, while you can do it, it's not really recommended. It's something like you do more for novelty purposes. Like, I would never try to install 98 on my Ryzen system. We're getting wrecked here, man. Yeah, I know, John. You can buy new old stock, dude. I just bought a new old stock Pentium 4 motherboard. Not Pentium 4, sorry, an Athlon Socket A board. Or AMD Socket A board. And I bought a Athlon XP. It's getting harder to find new old stock hardware like that. It was easier a couple years ago, from what I understand. But it's becoming a little more popular to buy or to build classic rigs again. So prices are going up. It's almost like retro video gaming, huh? But yeah, I mean, I bought new old stock hardware. I bought a new old stock motherboard. I bought a new old stock IDE hard drive. You know. A new DVD drive. Could have probably bought a brand new CPU if I really wanted to, but I didn't want to pay the extra money, you know. I'm not going to drop 50 bucks on a processor when I can pay 10 for a used one. Because this isn't like for collector's purposes or anything. This is to actually, you know, be usable. Whoa, we got ourselves a glitch here. This might have actually crashed. Ooh, man, that was weird. I've never seen that happen before. I'm glad it didn't crash. Yeah, I actually ended up getting a 160 gig hard drive, Gary. I heard you can use larger hard drives with Windows 98. And hopefully a few extra gigs isn't gonna, like, kill anything. We'll see. And I wonder if it's really the size of the hard drive that matters, or if it's just the size of the partition that matters. So what I'll probably end up doing is just making a partition that's like 120 gigabytes. And then just install Windows 98 on that, and then just sort of like ignore the rest of the hard drive. But yeah, I shouldn't even need that much space though, because a lot of games from that era are like 300 to 500 megabytes tops after the install. Like Quake 3, I think, is like a 300 megabyte install. It is, Carlos, depending on the motherboard. You can also get SATA to IDE converters. As far as formatting SSDs, though, from what I understand on older operating systems, all the way back to XP, actually, XP and prior. You should partition and format them on a modern system, because XP and prior, they don't know how to deal with, like the proper, I don't know what the terminology is, but they don't know how to deal with the SSDs when it comes to, like, the partitioning and formatting. But you can basically partition and format on Windows 7 or Windows 10, and then pop that hard drive into the system you want to install your older operating system to, then you'll be fine. Yeah, this is going to be tricky without any projectiles, because these guys are pretty much just blocking my way. But the good thing about using the stopwatch is it appears like they can't do any damage to me. We're just going to save scum our way through this part. So save it there. Oops. Oops. Man, I am not paying attention now. But like I said, this guy's blocking my way. Ah! These stupid conveyor belts. They're moving so fast, too. You can actually get around this guy, it looks like. He's not perfectly centered. Ugh. So one of the problems with jumping in this game is that if you try to jump as you're falling downstairs, as you go downstairs, the game registers you as being in the air. And when you're in the air, you can't jump. So you'll sort of like bounce downstairs and you won't be able to jump from the staircase. Because a lot of times you'll press the jump button, but the game will think you're in midair, even though you're just going down the stairs. And that's basically what happened, is I rushed down, pressed the jump button, but it didn't register because it thought I was in the air. I thought maybe I could jump all the way across. Whoa, 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 whoa! Why are you stuttering? Did you guys see that? Why is this game doing this? It's never stuttered like that before, but now it's starting to struggle. I think Dracula's putting a curse on my game. He's like, you've used the stopwatch so much. I consider it cheating now. Dude, what the hell? That is garbage. It's like, man, stop doing that. That makes it really hard to play. I guess we're gonna save it. I don't think there is a Windows 7 Home Professional Edition, Carlos. It's either Windows 7 Home or it's Windows 7 Professional. There's no in-between. Home Premium. Okay, that's... I was gonna say. Like, I was pretty sure there's not a Windows 7 Home Pro. Simon Belmont needs food badly. Well, fortunately, John, we're getting really close to Dracula, so there will be some wall meat. Actually, it's not even going to be wall meat. It's just going to be meat on a table. It's like Dracula wants us to be fat and happy for when he murders us. Bat, come on. See, that's nonsense. Like, I was demolishing that bat. And yet, it took, like, my hits weren't connecting. Alright, so this is our last stretch. I wish you could, like, destroy these chandeliers. You can do it in Castlevania Adventure Rebirth on the Wii. I know this isn't gonna work, but I just want to try it.
So ends the great battle.
Nah, it's not working. It's not even worth trying. Holy water. Yeah, no thanks. I'll take the cross, thank you.
So ends the great battle.
How did that still hit me? I don't understand how that's hitting me. Does it like home in on me? See, that makes sense.
So ends the great battle.
Why? Okay, that's just BS, man. It's the freaking fireball's homing in on me. Like, how are you supposed to avoid it?
So ends the great battle.
Cheap ass. Oh, you have to destroy it? Seriously? Yep. Wow. That is nothing like the original game. Not entirely true, but they don't use these kinds of fireballs in the original game. So it's misleading. Thanks for misleading me, Dracula. Yeah, I forgot, you don't even have to smack him in the head in this one. You just have to hit his body. They should have used the Rise of the Triad sound effects. there's some of the goofiest sound effects out there. I will say, playing through this whole game is worth it for this tune alone. There we go.
Impossible! Not this time!
Totally possible. You let me use the stopwatch a ton. Jeez, man. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. I think it's going to wrap up the stream. We beat it on 2 difficulty modes. We beat it on the 2nd difficulty and the final difficulty. So, that's cool. Hope you guys enjoyed the stream. Yeah, like I said, if you guys are interested in checking this out, it's a free download. Links are in the description box, so feel free to check it out. If you have an older computer, you'll probably need to make some tweaks to get it to function at a good frame rate. But as you can see, we're actually running it at 1920 by 1080. I've got a lot of the effects actually turned off. And we've got the pixelated style on, and it runs pretty well on my Ryzen 7 system. But when I enable a whole bunch of other effects, it starts to chop up big time. And I'd imagine for people in lower end systems, you need to run this at a much lower resolution. But how far do you think I can get whip only? Not very far, man. Dude, the collision detection with the whip is so, like, hit or miss on certain enemies. It's just, yeah, there's no point in me even trying. I could actually try real quick. I don't know. Let's see. We'll do it on the easiest difficulty. I've never even tried the easiest difficulty. They didn't help. Well, I don't know. Define help, Rob. I know Mike Potato did a stream of it. But how much they actually helped, I don't know. Alright, so whip only, right? Let's see how far we can get. Although we are in the easiest difficulty, so... should be. Easy. Right? Right? What's next? Twitch stream. Yeah, I am going to go live on Twitch. I think I have a part or two for my Windows computer here. Windows 95 computer. So I want to mess with that. And then there are some Windows games I want to install that I got in the mail this week. So yeah, I'm just going to relax for the rest of the night on Twitch. Oh my god, this whip, you suck. Jesus, man, those bats are terrible. System Shock 2. Nice, Gary. Hell yeah. Yeah, I didn't tell you, Gary. I posted it on Twitter, but I don't think you're on Twitter. I ordered a copy of Marathon 2 for the PC, which isn't all that common. And I ordered it disc and case only. It was like 10 bucks. Well, it arrived in the mail with a big box and everything. I was like, holy crap. People on eBay are trying to sell that for 70 bucks. Like, is it actually worth 70? Probably not. But it's not that common, boxed. And I'm always trying to add to my big box collection. So that was a nice surprise. I mean, I got the game just to play it. but now that that's complete, it's even better. So we're going to install Marathon 2 tonight on Twitch and try to play it. You know, it's kind of interesting. I don't notice a big difficulty difference between the first, second, and third difficulties. Like, you take more damage as you go on. Like, look, that guy hit me, and he still took away, like, a quarter of my health. That's actually more than you would take in the original Castlevania. Maybe it wasn't quite a quarter. But still... yeah, I don't really notice a huge difference between the first 3 difficulties. I know the third difficulty, you get less hearts. So, like, you whip candles, and more often than not, they'll be empty. Which sucks, man. Really sucks. Alright, this is going to be troublesome. Whip only Bat Boss. Yeah, this is pretty ridiculous. This is just dumb. Yeah, and I really wish, like, his pattern was slowed down. Because he bounces all over the place in the original game, but he's not like this. And this is the easiest difficulty mode, too. It's like, the boss movements don't change per difficulty level. Like, they're still the same. So he just bounces around like a madman. Which is very unfaithful to the original game. So... Alright, guys. Well... that is pretty much gonna do it. It's not even gonna restart us. But yeah, that's it. I think we're gonna go ahead and end the stream. So, like I said, this was gonna be a shorter stream. Took us about 3.5 hours to get through 2 playthroughs. And yeah, Castlevania Simon's Destiny. Check the description if you want to download this for yourself and give it a try. If you do give it a try, post a comment on the archive and let me know what you think of it. And yeah, it's worth playing if you're a Castlevania fan. If you're not a Castlevania fan, you could probably do without it. I mean, it's still pretty cool. But I think the big draw to this is, you know, just the Castlevania aesthetic. You got the music, you got the graphics, just recreated in the Doom SourcePort engine, GZDoom. It's really neat. And actually, if we really wanted to, I don't know if I can actually do this without restarting the whole thing. But let's see. Let's see. OpenGL renderer. Yeah, you get different scaling options. I like leaving it on the linear mode. I prefer that. I prefer like the more pixelated look. Yeah, I thought there were a lot of, yeah, other effects and, I wonder if we just crashed it. Uh-oh, we just broke it. We just broke it. We killed it, guys. I can't even see the menu. Yep. We just broke it. I can't even... Well, that's it. I don't know. I think it's, yeah, it probably just completely, yeah, I think we just broke. I'm gonna have to reset my GZDoom settings. Okay, looks like it's working now. Yeah, I was just trying to adjust the visual settings so you can kind of like see like other ways you can make it look. Oh yeah, you can also change how much your weapon bobs when you move. I disabled that because I always, like in this mod, it felt really disorienting. So I left it disabled. No, I like the melts, John. Melt is how Doom did it. We'll go ahead and do that. Yeah, I'm missing a whole bunch of options apparently. Yeah, you can actually do Stereo 3 VR. That'll be cool. Look at that. Wish I had my Oculus Rift still. I could try that. I don't care if it's not Doom, John. I like the melt more. Know what I mean? Jelly bean. Normal. Linear sky is on. Model is on. Transparency, render mode, precise, classic. Okay, well, never mind. I can't really show you a whole lot else. Yeah, I thought there were other options that really change how things look, but I can't seem to find them. Like, not only did they, like, change how things look, but they change how, you know, how the game performs. That's a big thing. Oh, that's it. Yeah, so we get the Doom software. Look at this. Oof. The Doom software renderer just struggles at 1080p. In some ways that actually looks a little bit better. You know, it's a little more atmospheric, it's less bright. True Color software renderer. See, nice and choppy. Ooh, look at that stutter. Oh man, it's making me sick just looking at it. And we got a very fatal error. GZDoom has encountered a problem. It needs to close. We're sorry for the inconvenience. That's hilarious, man. Okay, guys. Well, that's one way to end it. We just pretty much crashed out. You get the idea. I was just trying to go through the different graphics options to show you like some of the things you can do. But yeah, like I said, that's gonna do it for us. Yeah, so thanks for hanging out, guys. I'm not sure if I'm gonna be streaming this Saturday, but I will be posting my next Let's Play this Sunday, and so watch out for that. If I'm up, I'm gonna try to do a premiere, so I'll be able to watch the Let's Play with you guys right as it posts, and there will basically, I think, be a chat box up as it premieres, and we can basically talk with one another as it plays. So watch out for that Sunday morning, usually around 6 a.m. ish when I post those. So yeah, stay tuned for that. I might stream Saturday night. I might not. I don't know. I've been getting kind of burned out by streaming so much on YouTube lately, because, you know, whereas on Twitch, I just stream casually. I just fire up the stream and I just do whatever. On YouTube, I practice for the streams, and then, so that means I'm playing the games before I even stream them on YouTube, and then I stream them on YouTube, which is very time consuming, and so it's just, I'm putting a lot of time and effort into these YouTube streams, and I think I'm just getting kind of burnt out. So we might not do a Saturday stream. Lately, in the last few months, I've been doing Saturday streams every weekend, and I think I might need to take a break from doing that for a while, but we'll see. I don't know. We'll see how I feel Saturday. Tomorrow, I also have to record a Let's Play for the Patreon backers on Sunday. So basically, I stream tonight, then I do a Let's Play tomorrow, and then I might stream on YouTube again Saturday. So it's like my whole weekend is just YouTube. But we'll see. So I might be here Saturday. I might not. If I'm not, then just stay tuned for my Let's Play on Sunday. Also, this archive should go up most likely in a few hours. This is less than 4 hours long, so it should process really quickly. So yeah, hopefully that should be up in just a couple hours. And yeah, for those of you guys that missed it, if you just stopped in, you know, we played through this mod on 2 difficulties, the hardest and then the second easiest. So that was pretty cool. I'm glad I was able to actually beat it on the hardest, because I hadn't done that yet. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like you get a different ending or anything. So, you know, the only real difference is that, you know, you have more enemies that shoot projectiles and stuff like that. You know, wider enemy variety. But the game is otherwise the same. So yeah, very, very cool mod. I do recommend checking it out. It has a lot of problems that I'm not a fan of, but it is still a cool mod. I do still recommend checking it out. And, you know, again, for the 1000th time, links are in the description box, and feel free to check that out. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and get out of here, guys. Thanks for hanging out. I really appreciate your company tonight. Hope you guys enjoyed the stream. Also, I'll be streaming on Twitch in most likely just a few minutes. So if you want to watch some Windows 95 stuff and want to watch me mess around with my old computer hardware, feel free to tune into that. I've got links to that in the description box as well. And you can also find a link to my Twitch on my main channel page. I don't really recommend following me on Twitch because I get kind of cranky over there. But it is there if you guys are interested. And I'll be going live there in just a little bit just to chill out for the rest of the night. And yeah, so have a good one, guys. Mark, John, Raymond, Lord JP, Leo, Carlos, anyone else that's out there. Also, a big shout out to... hold on a second. Big shout out to Duke Flukum, as well as Dean Eagle, who are new patrons. So thank you guys once again. I thank you at the beginning, and I'll thank you again at the end. And then thanks to all the super chatters as well. I need to update these slides. They're actually a couple weeks out of date. But I'll get those updated for the next stream. Wanted to get them updated today, but I just didn't have the time. But I will get them updated for a future stream. But yeah, I'll see you guys soon. Archive should be up in a little bit. Have yourselves a fantastic day or night, wherever you are in the world. And until the next one, I guess, take it easy.